Hi, myself Dr. Avinash Dwivedi, Department of Computer Science and Engineering, JIMS Greater Noida. Today we will discuss one very important topic of Java programming, and the topic is inheritance. And the topics which we will cover in this lecture are inheritance in Java, inheritance terms, purpose of inheritance, disadvantages of inheritance, syntax of Java inheritance, types of inheritance in Java. And to understand the importance of inheritance in Java, we need to understand very important term of real life. In real life, what happens? We get properties of or money of our parent or grandparent. Whatever they have earned, we can achieve that without any effort. This is inheritance. Similarly, in programming language also, whatever code, methods or variables are present in parent class can be accessed in child class. So this reduces the effort of a programmer. So what we do in inheritance kind of programming, some properties which are important and are required in many classes are kept in parent class, and other child classes inherits those properties or methods or members. So this is inheritance, and this is also known as is a relationship or parent child relationship. To understand inheritance in better manner, we need to understand some important terms. As we understood, inheritance is what? Inheritance is a process where one object acquires the properties of another object. That is, child objects acquires the properties of parent class. And who is subclass? The class which inherits the properties of another object or another class is known as subclass, and the class whose properties was inherited by subchild or subclass is known as superclass. And to implement inheritance, one term is used, that is extends. So the child class inherited properties of superclass using extends keyword. Implements we will use in abstraction or in uh, in uh, in okay. Purpose of inheritance. Why do we go for inheritance? So one is its code reusability, and code reusability means if code is written once, that can be shared by others many times. And the code of parent class or super class or base class are inherited by child class, sub class or derived class. These are names of super class and child class. And polymorphism is also taking place in this, and we gives its name overriding. And what is disadvantages of inheritance? Child class and parent class both are coupled very tightly. The properties of superclass directly influences the properties of child class. So there is dependency. And if we go for any kind of change in parent class, its effect will definitely come to child class. So this could be a disadvantage also, because child is dependent on superclass or parent class also. To understand inheritance, we need to take one example. And to understand that, first we need to understand what is syntax, how we implement Java inheritance in programming. So when we write code, the syntax is, first we write class keyword, then name of subclass, and after that there is space, then we use extends keyword, and after that we use name of super class, and we write methods of subclass or child class. So what happens after this? After this, child class contains methods and field of child class as well as methods and fields of superclass. To understand this, we take one code. In this code, there is one vehicle class, and that is inherited by a subclass, that is car. When extends words comes in this program, then methods and fields of vehicle class comes to car class, and this is reusability of code. So in this program, what happens, there is a parent class, and it contains one method, and its name is p method, and we have used public void keyword. Public means it will be accessed by anyone, any method, any objects, and void is because this method does not return anything. So in parent class there is only one method, and one child class which is extending parent class contains one method, that is C method. So there is one method in parent class and one method in child class. But after implying extends keyword, both the methods will come to child class. And in object oriented programming, to access any method, we need to create object. So to create object, how we create object? Object is always created in main method. So child class contains one main method, and its signature is public static void string args. So in main method, we are creating one object of child class. To create object of child class, how we start? We write class name, then object name equal new keyword, and then constructor of child class. Here it is basic constructor without any parameter. So once this line will execute, after this C object will be created. So C object dot C method calls the method of child class. Similarly, this object can call the method of parent class, and we get output. So what we see in this program, by using child object, we can access property of child class as well as property of parent class. In this example, we will discuss how to access parent class member or instance variable. What is instance variable? That is field of any class. So there is one vehicle class in which vehicle type is of string type, and this is instance variable of vehicle class, and there is one class, that is bike class, which is inheriting vehicle class. It contains one instance variable, that is model type, and it also contains one method show details, and in this method we are initializing both the variables. variable of superclass as well as variable of child class. How can we initialize here? We can initialize because after extending or after inheriting, there are two variables in child class. One variable of parent class as well as one variable of child class, and we can print both the values. Again, there is one main method and we are creating object of bike class using bike constructor. And once we write object name dot method name, we will get value of both the instance variable of parent class as well as variable of child class. Again, we will understand this thing with the help of another example. There is one class and it contains one instance variable salary and its type is, say it is float, and this is a general property which will be accessed by all the child classes. So there is one class that is developer which extends employee class, and it has also its own instance variable and the name is bonus. So once it inherits the properties of superclass, then both the instance variable will come to child class. And again, to use this, we are creating one object of developer class and we are printing both the values, salaries as well as bonus, and we get output. In this program also, there is calculation class and it has more than one methods. One method is addition methods, subtraction method, and there is one class, say calculate, that inherits calculation class as well as it has its own method, that is multiplication. So after inheriting there are three methods and all the three methods will be accessed by child object. Now we will think about types of inheritance in Java. Is parent class providing services or variables or methods to child class. This is inheritance, but it has its types. One is single inheritance, multiple inheritance, hierarchical inheritance, and there is another type that is multiple inheritance. Multiple inheritance is not possible in Java in simple manner. We can implement multiple inheritance, but with the help of some other mechanism. So in this video, we will understand single inheritance, multi-level inheritance, or hierarchical inheritance. So in single inheritance, what happens? There is one parent class, one child class that extend parent class, and after creating object of child class, we can access method of parent class as well as child class. In multi-level inheritance, what happens? There are more labels, like one class is there that is animal. It contains one method that is eat method, and there is one class that is dog that extends animal class. It contains bark method, and again there is third class that is baby dog which extends dog class. So there is multi-label inheritance. One class inherits second one was inherited in third one. So there is multi-level, and after class 3, all the methods of upper classes will be member of third class, that is baby dog. And using baby dog object, you can access all the methods of upper or parent classes. In hierarchical inheritance, what happens? There is hierarchy. Means if we use code of animal, and animal is inherited in dog class. Similarly, cat is inheriting parent class, that is animal class. So there are two classes and both the classes are inheriting animal classes. So this kind of inheritance is known as hierarchical inheritance. Multiple and hybrid inheritance. In Java programming, multiple and hybrid inheritance is supported with the help of interface, not by simple means. Why multiple inheritance is not possible? Because if any class is inheriting properties from many classes, then there may be confusion. Suppose there are two parent classes A and B, and if get is a method, both are present in both the classes. And if child class inheriting both the parent classes inherits get methods from both the classes, then child class will confuse from which parent get method should be opted. So in using this thing, we cannot implement multiple or hybrid inheritance in Java programming. So thanks a lot. We will discuss next topics in our next video.